For me it helped to just go, because it truly doesn't stop until you do. I had a problem where I wouldn't leave my bed. I got out of bed once a day to eat one meal and went straight back. Then someone told me that you won't get out of the habit until you just go. It was hard at first, but once I started adding small tasks like laundry, cooking, going to the store, I felt more comfortable getting out of bed and creating a purpose for every day. I don't commit to leaving the house. I just commit to putting on my shoes. That's it. But once the shoes are actually on, the friction of walking out the door is cut in half.
I bribe myself. Basically reward myself with some coffee. Luckily, I love coffee, and I live in a city where I can find multiple nice coffee spots. A lot of times that cup of coffee at a cafe is the only thing that gets me out of bed and outside.
I realized that cooping up inside only gets me even more depressed. Whenever I feel depressed or even a bit sad, I go out to either go for a run or to look for a place to eat at or maybe try out different food. Hiking also helped me a lot to get out of my depressive phase. Don't wait for motivation. Action comes first. I have a dog, so I have to take her for walks. Just tell yourself you'll walk for 10 minutes. Once you're out, it's easier to keep stacking things, make the walk longer, go get coffee, go to the library, etc.
5-minute rule. Negotiate with yourself that you will only leave the house for 5 minutes. And if you don't like it out there after 5 minutes, then you go back with clear conscience and no additional guilt, as you already done what you plan to do, spending 5 minutes outside. The fear of becoming homeless is a pretty effective motivator.
I put on some upbeat music, look in the mirror and imagine how pretty I should look to go out. I get ready and go out kissing face with closed eyes.
I would tell myself one outing every other day, even if it's just to pick up meds or go to a store at a non-busy time. It's like working out. Sometimes it sucks the whole way through, and other times you end up enjoying it.
I have a standing arrangement with my friend who lives down the street. When I am depressed enough to be bedbound, they call with an emergency and don't stop pestering me until I come over and help them. Once I am out of the house, it immediately gets much easier to be out of the house, if that makes sense.
Work that I'm obligated to go to, or well, no house. Get a dog. I'd be dead without mine dog. He reminds me to go outside, to play, to nap, and that I should probably also feed myself, drink water, and take myself to the doctor since I do it for him.
Tiny steps, smiley face, go easy on yourself. Try to go on a quick walk around the block before you actually go somewhere. It can help a bit. And water and deep breathe, smiley face.
I always buy groceries only for one day, so I have to go outside every day.
This was me today. Yesterday, I forced myself to take a walk. Called a friend I haven't spoken to in a while and chatted about life. Today, called another friend and chatted as well. I didn't feel better today after the walk, but at least I had one less reason to beat myself over. At least today didn't suck as much. That's enough reason to go outside. Might not feel better but won't feel worse. And at least you can say you did something nice for yourself.
I get dressed and force myself out for a 90-minute walk. It makes my day and helps me sleep at night. You just do it. You can XX.
Get your shoes on. Commit to a short walk. It usually leads to a longer walk, and even if it doesn't, the fresh air and change of scenery help.
I had no choice. I was so jealous that when my sister was depressed, she laid in bed all day for weeks on end. Having 3 kids and working as a nurse didn't give me that option. Probably better to have to leave the house though. Maybe get a dog that needs to be walked since having a kid takes a while.
It's either that or guaranteed crying all day, so it's an easy choice.
Don't think about it. Just do it.
I tell myself I'm just going to walk to the end of my street and back. That's it. No pressure to do anything else. And then once I'm outside, I usually end up walking further because the hardest part is literally just getting out the door. Also, bringing headphones and a good playlist helps so much.
Finjo estar bien y me obligo a hacer las cosas.
For me, I have a dog, so I have no choice. My life dramatically changed from when I adopted her. Lived in a house and now an apartment. So getting out of the house required. I sometimes wish I could just have a day to grieve, but puppers has to potty.
I walk to the further 6 blocks store every day for cigarettes. Keeping me alive at 70.
Go outside and start pulling some weeds. Doesn't matter what time of day it is, doing it will make you feel better, and about half an hour, I'm not kidding.
I walk outside to see my cats and how they interact with one another. Another recent thing is I get in my car and clean it out. I have a zoo of kids, so I'll sometimes have them come out and get all of their stuff. Afterwards, I'll vacuum my car and try to make it look decent. Safe to say my car is cleaner than it's ever been the past 2 months, faced with tears of joy.
I break things down into 10-6 steps so it's not so overwhelming, and usually by the time I'm UO and at time the momentum and adrenaline keeps me going. It also helps to not think or plan and just do. Just tell yourself you'll wing it and whatever happens happens.
Bribes, or I make sure I don't have food storage so I have to go out. I can go to the store for like 5 things and tell myself it's a quick trip, and it is. I might have to go 3x a week, but they're quick trips. Eventually I can get used to that and maybe do something else outside or a longer trip or a thrift store as a treat. Even though it's anxiety instead of depression, I have what I believe to be extreme social anxiety when I'm shopping by myself or in public in general. I make myself go out for groceries once every few weeks, or even if I want to just look around. I'm making myself get accustomed to close environments so it'll be easier for me. But I notice if I don't go out for a while by myself, my anxiety gets worse.
Put sunglasses on and throw some headphones in and just go for a 5-minute walk. I didn't believe it till I tried it.
Get dressed. Wash your face. I force myself. Change my thoughts on the spot. It's a must, or the bed is where I will stay. You can focus on one good thing. Yes?
I've been there, OP, so I feel you. It's 1000% a battle that feels impossible to win, but it can be done. This was a very hard pill to swallow, but eventually it comes to a point where I had to pull myself out of it. I took baby steps and celebrated the little accomplishments. Set a realistic goal for myself every day and did what I could to achieve it. Took a shower, put laundry away, made myself to eat, etc. After a few weeks I forced myself to go to the gym, and that's when things got a lot better. It's all about taking things slowly.
I give myself permission to go through things as a zombie. I don't have to be anything else.
I had to modify my diet for other reasons, such as inflammation, a fib, and blood sugar, but not weight in my case. Gave up a bunch of stuff, including caffeine, sugar, white bread, excess carbs, processed foods, and especially junk food. To my surprise, it tends to improve mood after a while.
Food and bills. No matter what, I won't be homeless.
Tiny steps do it. I told myself repeatedly that no one else can help me but me. There is an app called Tomato Timer. I'm sure there are others. I set it for a few minutes and make myself do something. I don't use that app for anything else. When depression is that bad, even picking up the dirty clothes feels like an accomplishment.
This will depend on the severity of depression. In any case, my depression is often mild, but when it comes on, then I do a few deep slow breathing exercises to clear my mind and mentally remind myself of Master Uguay's iconic quote from Kung Fu Panda, 2008, of asterisk yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present asterisk. Meditation and AMP, Monkey Mind, https://www.youtube.com/watch?v=KSP3ASUDQFO /Young Minji or Rinpoche /YouTube.
A reward system can be effective. Start small and actually try to work up.
Gotta go get groceries sometime, and I'm too cheap to pay for delivery. I also have a weekly visit with my family. We always meet at the same house at the same time on the same day of the week, so it's just part of my routine. I've reached a point where it feels wrong not to go. I work from home, so sometimes it's the only socialization I get all week. I am also sometimes able to force myself to take a walk if we get one day of nice weather in the middle of a bunch of bad weather days. I tell myself I can't waste the nice weather today. It's going to rain for the next week.